Yeah, alright. You ain't gotta hear me. You gon' feel me, nigga. I'm coming for you, nigga. Oh, my bad.
We can click on. We ready? You said before the game, that's how you feeling, huh?
Come on, man. I feel like this is the best organization. Come on, bro. We can't go like that.
Said you with a building.
Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and
NFL football has come to Southern
The real
Nevada
GOAT,
as
man.
we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Niggas there, what happened, man?
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This carries into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
You gotta show us why you spent all that buddy. They gotta show us why he spent all that buddy. Hold on. Let's go to the link I seen.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Great. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. At the 40-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Graves. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
You seen something you like out there, Dave?
When they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And
That's
they
it.
want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they have to walk away from that field and like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
That's how you feel.
Haha.
From the gun, Graves escaping the pressure right.
What do you say? Tells you the best safety in the game.
20. Always and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Kurtz TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Now.
Yeah.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and then decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Oh, man. That was good
Over
shit.
the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down, Graves. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Good position against picked up. And the return this time to the 42-yard line.
To me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball.
Come on.
Rifle it in there every now and then.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Pryor. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Pryor's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down. Pryor. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Barkley on the carry.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Graves. Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the
Whatever,
gate. It's almost like they missed
I'm
a
just
wake-up
weak.
call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Pryor. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st down, Colts.
Now Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
back to throw. Pryor. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Pryor. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Indianapolis.
give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. To throw on second down. Pryor flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. For only a couple, it brings up third down. Operating from the gun. Pryor eluding the pressure right. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage. And now it's 4th.
Whoever the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
We put that seal on his chest out there. Oh, man.
And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but we're fine.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again. Graves. He'll let this go deep for Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running is Jacobs, and he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Graves, flush to his right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They go with Jacobs. And he's not going to get in. Let's start them at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw to Jefferson on the slant. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
A gain of 12.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, Pryor escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pryor. Trying to fit it in the ball, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with it there. Red zone at the 15.
So first thing across my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game.
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite